And finally, the third of our specials, here with Chris Noulton, who has, I first met actually at the Hampton Court Concourse, and we got chatting. I mean, this engine bay is unbelievable. The shine on that chrome. Talk me through it.
It's pretty much as we bought it. We're the...
Where did you buy it, and when did you buy it?
45 years ago.
45 years ago, right. And what owner are you, number? 2. Second owner?
Yep.
And do you know who had it before?
We don't, no. We've got a phone number for him, and we rang him way back when we first got it, because this was sold by a company called the Victoria Carriage Company in Chelsea.
Right.
And they were doing slightly underhand things.
Really?
We rang him and said, "We've bought your car.
Right.
This is what we've paid for it."
Right.
But what they were saying to him was, "It didn't sell at the auction. We're going to have to put it into, have it valeted and polished up.
Yeah.
Charge him for that," which they didn't do, of course, and then say it's sold for less than what I paid for. So false invoicing, basically.
I can't believe that of an auction company.
Yeah.
So how was it resolved in the end?
The police.
And were those filters on it when it came?
Yes.
Everything as was? Yeah. So show us the interior, because this is very different.
Yeah, this is pretty much as...
I'm going to get out of the way of our cameraman.
As was.
And that's the original interior? Colour?
More or less, yeah. Apart from the seats, which I've done.
Yeah, but same colour?
No, I did the dove grey.
Right.
And when we bought it, it was metallic dark blue,
right,
which had gone off.
Yeah.
You know how they go that?
Yeah.
And so I wanted it black, so I thought, well, if I'm going to go black, I'll go with the grey seats.
Absolutely. Wooden dash?
Wooden dash was there, yeah.
That was already on it?
Yeah, the only mod I've done in there is
controversy over whether these cars have wooden dashes or not originally, who knows? Yeah. And you put an later MGB gear stick with the overdrive on it?
Yes,
for convenience?
Yes.
Yeah. Find that easier?
Oh, much better.
Yeah, than not going for the beak.
Well, it's, when you're reaching about in the dark bouncing.
Exactly.
That is just as part of your gear change system.
Yeah, and what's the furthest you've taken this car?
This one, Devon and Cornwall, basically.
Devon and Cornwall. Haven't been abroad?
No, the A's been abroad.
Right.
And this one I built up.
Right.
With the idea of a high-speed touring car.
Absolutely, which is what they were intended to be.
Yeah, and hence I did all this inside.
Oh, right. So you've got an interesting...
So we've got a lockable box there.
Yeah, gun box, I would call that.
Yeah, they do call it the gun box.
Yeah, instead of a back seat.
Yeah.
And are the batteries still underneath that
they're
inconvenient?
Underneath there, yeah.
Inconvenient.
As always.
Yeah.
But it's...
An original seat belts?
No, I put those in.
They look original.
I found the right colour.
Yeah, terrific. And you've changed you've got the rather helpful rear.
Yes, that
wiper.
I thought was necessary.
And what's the exhaust on it? Do we know? Is that the original?
It's one of Vic's.
One of Vic's?
Yeah.
One of Vic Young's. Vic Young strikes again.
Yeah.
Lovely. Chris, thanks so much for showing us the car.
You're more than welcome.
And thanks for bringing it. And many more years of happy motoring in the MGC car built for touring.
That's right. And so the idea is to take it down to the Med.
To
the Mediterranean.
Is that what you're going to do?
That's what we're going to do, yeah.
So you are going abroad?
The A's been down there, and I'd like to take this down there.
You've got an MGA as well?
Yeah.
And what edition of MGA?
It's a Mark 1 1500.
Right. Excellent.
But we went abroad with it, with a guy with a TC.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't got a roof. I'd only got Brooklyn screens on it.
Right.
He was the same.
Right.
And the wives got a bit fed up with the rain.
Oh, I'd be much better with this.
So we came back from the Loire. We'd been canoeing down the Loire.
Oh, Turan.
And they said, we're going south.
Canoeing down the Loire in the car? No. I know they're leaky, but this is ridiculous.
So we drove south until the sun shone. And that was it.
Right.
At the Mediterranean.
Well, as they say in France, bon chance.
Bon chance, monsieur.
Et merci.